Harvey is back, and it's making landfall, in Louisiana, hitting that state as it marks the 12th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. You believe this? Our next guest warns the worst is yet to come. Joining us right now, Democratic Governor of Louisiana, John Bel Edwards. Governor, thanks for joining us in a time in which you're already being hit by this hurricane. What parts of your state have you most concerned?
Well, good morning, Brian. We remain most concerned about southwest Louisiana. Cameron Parish, where Harvey did make landfall a few hours ago. We have a curfew there till about 9 o'clock this morning. We know that we have about 500 power outages and numerous roads are overtopped with water. But this morning, thus far, I can tell you the worst case scenario has not happened. We're very grateful for that. But we do need this storm to get moving, get it over land and let it dissipate in strength and stop drawing all that moisture out of the Gulf. The other thing that's going to happen is once that storm surge stops, the rivers are going to be able to drain as they normally do, and then the water that's elevated right now will actually go down, and we'll all be much better off. But thus far, things are not going as bad as we had feared, and we're hopeful that we're going to be able to get through the next 24 hours or so without a tremendous amount of damage.
The mayor has told urged residents to stay home on yesterday, and I guess today. Do you back him in that decision to stay, not to evacuate?
Now, the mayor of New Orleans?
Yes. Mayor Landry.
Oh, okay, Brian, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Mayor Landry.
Well, I think today, I spoke to the mayor last night, and based on the forecast for today, that is not the situation in Orleans Parish. I think you're going to see the schools open again there today, and you're going to see normal activity. And of course, I back the mayor's decision because he knows better than anybody else what actually is going on there in terms of the vulnerability they have with the reduced capability of producing the electricity they need to run the pumps, and then however many pumps may not be operational at this time. But they worked all through yesterday to restore some of that capacity, and he made a decision based on the forecast. And I think you're going to see things in Orleans return to normal today.
Wow, and I know you've opened up your arms to the people of Houston, and then you wonder, what's going to be going on in Louisiana. I understand the president has reached out to you. Can you give us an idea how that conversation went?
Well, sure. Actually, we've had two conversations now, and both of them, he was very gracious and obviously concerned about the people of our state. He was here last year after record flooding in August, and so he wanted to make sure that we had what we need. We appreciate the fact that he very quickly signed the emergency declaration that we had requested. I think we submitted it late on Sunday evening. He signed it before 7 o'clock on Monday morning. And so the president has been engaged. I will tell you, all of our FEMA partners, I should say federal partners, but FEMA Administrator Brock Long especially has been engaged. And you just had Dr. Price, Secretary Price on. He actually declared a public health emergency in Louisiana several days ago, which is going to help us because we're going to have so much standing water across our state. One of the things we're going to need to do is spray for mosquitoes. And I know that's not something you normally think about when the water is high, but we know with the mosquito-borne viruses like Zika and West Nile, that's going to be a big public health issue going forward. So that declaration will be very helpful. Thus far, we've had tremendous support from our federal partners, and we appreciate it very much here in Louisiana.
And if people from Louisiana are watching here, and thankfully we have a lot of viewers there, what should they know about where to go if they feel as though they're on a block, they're in a town that is going to get overwhelmed?
Yeah. Well, that's a great point. The storm entered at the extreme southwest corner of our state. We believe it's going to travel northeast and exit our state in the northeast corner. And between now and then, we're going to have some tornadoes. We're going to have power outages. We're going to have a lot more rain. And so we need people to be cautious. The number one cause of fatalities in storms like this, people driving through water when they don't know how deep it is or how fast the current is moving. We're asking people not to do that. And just because a road isn't marked closed doesn't mean it's safe, because many times the motorists will beat our highway department or our police department to those locations. But I do want to thank the folks of the Cajun Navy who are being good neighbors to our friends in Texas. They're doing remarkable work. We've got wildlife and fisheries agents in the Houston area today partnering up with their counterparts in Texas, making rescues. And
Gotcha,
consistent with our ability to do so, we are looking forward to sheltering some folks from Texas up in the Shreveport area later.
The Cajun Navy, a bunch of civilians with boats who just helped thousands of people in now 2 states. Governor John Bel Edwards, thanks so much. Best of luck.
Brian, thank you very much.
All right.